October 20th. And I'm T. Waldron. This is my cat Pumpkin. Good morning, Pumpkin. I just literally ran in. I was caught in some traffic. So I apologize for being a couple minutes late. I hope you're having a good day, evening, or morning, wherever you are. Cheers to you. Here's a little gratitude with attitude. So let's do some deep breathing because I need to completely decompress. I was on my walk today and I looked and saw what time it was. I'm like, oh my God, I'm late. So I just jogged out the second half of my walk and I'm not used to that. So anyway, it was nice. It's very warm here. So we're having a good kind of warm fall day. It's kind of rainy and I like a warm rain. I don't know about you guys. Good morning, Kevin. Good to see ya. Yeah. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Okay. I had to call some people that they think their computer's broken if I don't go on right at 8. So I'm like running and calling them being like, tune in later because I'm not starting right at 8 today. So it was funny. Anyway, let's do some deep breathing. If you're not driving or operating heavy machinery, close your eyes and let's go within. This is a few minutes just for you. Okay, and this is just for me, and it's just for us. We can do this together. It's really nice because even though we're separate, across different spaces, our energy is connected. Okay, and if you believe in quantum entanglements, there's no distance or time that can separate particles that are entangled, which is kind of a cool idea. So inhale through your nose, and just sit comfortably in your seat if you're sitting. And exhale through your mouth. We're going to slow our breath down and go within. Inhale. Yes, that's right. Thank you. And exhale. Good. Yes, we're going to inhale. Yeah, we're inhaling and exhaling. Yeah, and exhale. Or purr, whatever you want to do. Yeah, purring's good. Inhale. Very nice. Let's try to make our exhale a little longer than our inhale. I'll check the chat when I'm done with this breathing moment here. Inhale. Yeah. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Good. Oh, hey, welcome back, Keith Mon. Tranquil Storm. I like you keep getting different names. I like your new names. Good morning. Yes. As you breathe in your strength, as you breathe out your obstacles with every healing breath. My strong and resourceful friends. That's beautiful, Keith. That's a great mantra. Inhale strength and exhale our obstacles. Exhale our stress. It doesn't belong to us. That's so beautiful. With every healing breath. Wow, that's so awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. Good morning, Art. Good to see you as well. So I was going to do an analogy. I have to go get something. Wait here, Pumpkin. Don't go anywhere. Hold on. I have to, sorry. I was going to do an analogy today, and I forgot to get my prop here. Where'd it go? Okay, hold on a second. Okay, well, this wasn't the prop I wanted, but it'll do. As they say, any port in a storm. Okay. I thought my junk drawer was better organized, but it's not. So, okay, here we go. Here we go. Come on, Pumpkin, come on back. The false alarm, we're not eating breakfast. I want to tell you a little story and use this rubber band as a prop, okay? Okay. Yeah, we keep politics and racism and negativity out of the chat. By the way, I want to thank our amazing moderator, Imran Hossain, who is incredible. He sees things that don't belong in the chat and he removes them. And sometimes, if something's on the fence, he'll take it out just to keep the vibe positive. So Thank you so much, Imran. I love the way you moderate that chat. And also, he is an SEO YouTube specialist, and he has really taken my channel places. So if you're doing YouTube, hit him up and hire him. Okay, so I'm using this rubber band as an analogy, okay, for our inner strength, for our things that may test us, okay? I had a much better rubber band, but I can't find the darn thing. That's one of the trouble with being a minimalist. You have like one or two of everything. And anyway, okay, so I've got this little baby rubber band, which is fine. You'll get the idea. So I'm going to tell you a story. Good morning. Hi, unknown variants. Okay. Hi, Annalyn. Welcome. So I want to tell you a little story about my past. Okay. Oh, welcome back, Rockin' Johnny. Thank you so much. I was just in the rain running, so it's a miracle. All right. So when I was a kid, okay, and I'm sure you've had this happen to you as a kid, there was this bully in my class who, for whatever reason, she particularly would like to pick on me. And I was a quiet little nerdy art person who I was like shy, I was insecure, I was a little overweight at the time. I mean, now it would be not considered overweight, but at the time it was like the 80s and stuff. So, you know, things were different back then. But anyway, I felt very like huge, you know, as a child and just unattractive and I didn't like myself very much. I didn't love myself, and I certainly didn't like myself. Come on, pumpkin, come on back. So, so this person kind of like seemed to me enjoyed bullying me all the time in school. I don't know if you've ever had that happen. Yeah. Hi, Gracelyn. Welcome. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. So, so this bully would make it her point to like, I don't know. I just felt like I was always being attacked by this bully. Okay. And I'm sure many people have had that situation. Okay. As a kid. And I would come home crying most days when she was active. Like some days she would forget I was there and get into other stuff. But then like if I was a focus, it could be like a day or a week or whatever. So she would be like relentless. So she would attack me. And I was just like, I was like feeling more and more attacked. And then something would happen and she'd be nice for like a day. And I'd be like, oh my God, it's over. Hey, come on back. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. And I'm like, okay, it's good. And then the attacks would start again, and it was a cycle. And I had false hope every single time. Every time she was nice, I was like, oh good, she's nice again. So one day we were staying after school, me, and then she was like a cheerleader, like one of the popular girls, and her 2 or 3 friends, and they were stapling one bulletin board, and I was like sketching everything out because I was a little bit of an artist, and they were stapling the border on the bulletin board. And she stuck a staple in her finger, and she's like, ah, and all of her friends like ran away screaming, right? And it's her and me in the hallway, right? So I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like, did you ever hear that parable of the lion who has a thorn in their paw, and then there's a little mouse who pulls it out? I'm like, this is my little mouse moment. I'm gonna pull this thing out, and then she's gonna be nice to me and we'll be friends. And like all this went through my head. And I didn't like blood at the time. I was like, I really didn't want to do it, but I'm like, come here. And I pulled it out, and she's like, oh, thank you. And I was like, oh my gosh, we're friends. And then the next day, she started up again. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Okay, so fast forward, it never ended. So whatever. So then fast forward probably 20 years later. If you guys know me, I had a ceramic studio, and I had different locations, but one was right near the school we went to. It was across the street actually, so it was kind of like very local. So she walked in one day, and I thought, I think I want to kick her out. And I'm like, you know what? No, I'm going to be nice to her. I'm going to be nice, and I'm going to forget the past, and maybe she's changed. So I said, okay, I'm going to be nice and kind. And invite her to class. So she actually came to class. She made a bunch of Christmas presents for her family and friends, and she came every week, and she was very nice, and we had a good time. And I was like, pleasant and all that. And then she collected all of her stuff, and she had owed me at that point $100. And at that time, this was like 30 years ago, so that was a lot of money. And I had my own business, so like that was my only income. And she blew me off. She still owes me 100. It was 98, 92. And she never paid. And I was like, are you kidding me? But, oh, and then her mom said something to my mom at church, like, how come your daughter's not nice to my daughter? And I was like, so it was like really, 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 like I was stretched to the point of, oh my gosh, I just was so angry. But you know what? Being this stretched and being this in the negative, in the challenge, in the obstacles, I was able to, oh my gosh, that hit the wall across the way. I was able to go that much faster for my healing and for my good. And to forgive this person, to figure out a way to forgive this person and let it go and not be absorbed with anger and frustration and thinking about how much she hurt me and saying, you know what, that made me stronger and that propelled me to be a better person that much faster. So I just wanted to share that with you. I hope that story resonates because we all have people in our lives who, oh my gosh, they test us, but there's a theory that I'm studying now that says we actually, and we don't remember it most of the time, but we actually look for some of the challenges that we are going through to make us stronger, to make us reach different places, to make us who we are. And if we can take that pain, that hurt, that past, did you ever have something that you just, you kind of define your personality with it and you say, God, that really hurt and I'm still hurt by it. If we can switch it from being the victim to saying, you know what, I survived that and that made me who I am today and I'm stronger now for it. I think that, that is like next level. It takes a lot of work, internally. Okay. Yeah. So I just wanted to share that story with you. I thought it was pretty, I don't know, it just came to me today during my walk/run. But, and even to this day, I'm thinking if I saw that person, I probably wouldn't recognize her, but also she can't hurt me anymore. And I actually would thank her. I'd have to build up my mindset to do that, but I am grateful. I'm grateful for those lessons she taught me. She taught me so many things. She taught me, that if someone shows you who they are, believe them. If someone hurts you, don't be that open and kind and think they're going to change just because you're that way. Maybe, keep your distance or put your guard up or, maybe don't hang out with them anymore. And that's okay. It's okay not to place yourself in situations that you don't prefer. I'd prefer never to see her again, and that would be cool. But if I see her, I will be pleasant and I will say, I might even say, you taught me a lot of lessons in life. Thank you. And she won't know what the hell I'm talking about. And she might think I'm after the $100 she still owes me, but I'm not. It's gone. It's okay. That was a priceless lesson. By the way, Mom, if you're watching, do not call her mother and ask for the money. Okay? It's over. That was 30 years ago. I did send her a bill though one time and I put interest on it like a month later. I never heard anything. But anyway, I just thought you liked that story. Did you guys ever have anything? Did you ever have a bully in your life or something that, you found challenging that you somehow made something positive out of it? Or maybe you're still hurt by it. Maybe it's hard to get over, It's different things in our lives can really have different effects. My roommate owes me money from 1981. That's so funny, Kevin. I hope it's not a lot, but that's hysterical. Do you guys still live together? I can't imagine the interest on that. That is adorable. Thank you. I think we'll leave on that. So, Oh, and by the way, really quick, I have a friend of mine who's going to be like a dual live with me on Wednesday morning at 8 o'clock. Okay. So yeah, she is amazing. She is a energetic healer, and I met her at the Joe Dispenza retreat, and we kind of hung out all week, and we just had a great time together. And she actually manifested. One day we were trying to get good seats, and she was incredible. She drew she took the seating chart, okay, because they changed the seats around so everybody gets good seats on a different day. And we were in the certain section, and she drew our section up in the front, and then she sent it to me. She's like, study that. And I'm like, okay, she goes, that's our reality. And it happened. Like, we weren't supposed to have this, like, it wasn't our turn to have this specific layout, and we did. And I'm like, oh, you manifested that. It was so cool. Hi, Frank Orlando. Welcome back. Hello, Hand. Nice to see you. Anyway, so that'll be Wednesday morning. I hope you have a great day or evening. From myself to yourself, thank you for joining me on this journey. Oh, and if you haven't done so, please like and subscribe. I'll be posting first part of an interview I did with a author, and he wrote a book, The Thin Blue Lie, and an honest cop's fight against the FBI. And it's on my second channel now, but I'm gonna edit it a little bit and then put it up on this channel, because it's part one of a many-part interview, and he's an interesting cat. So, all right, have a great day, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow, 8 a.m. Thank you, and thank you, Imran. Great job as always. Bye.